So, um, basically, the chick I was living with for like 6 months in Maine, I sent her a text on Snap. I confessed my love. She just opened it. She didn't send anything back. She left me unopened. We have like a long history, so, you know, I have like a lot of thoughts. She said she loved me in Maine. But we were drunk, so, and I think she was scared of those feelings, so she quickly corrected herself and said, as a friend or whatever. And we had like this slow burn thing going on, and she wasn't sure like what she was into at the time, which like had me feeling like led on. And so I would fuck with other girls and stuff, but we just had a connection like beyond like romantic or whatever the case may be. And there was a lot of times where she set it up for me to like kiss her, but I was just respecting the fact that, you know, she was into girls, you know, by her own admission. So, but so we split the friendship or whatever because we got in this argument on our way home, and we caught a flat tire on the road. So we pulled over. We had like time to talk about whatever we were going to talk about, even though it wasn't really that long. It was like brief. Followed her on the gram, sitting right next to her in the car, so she could get the idea that I was over whatever the fuck this was. I feel like Rivers Cuomo. I feel like Pink Triangle from Weezer. I have a lot of thoughts, and, you know, but, and I've been seeing a therapist, and like, I was just letting the therapist know that I didn't have Snapchat, so I couldn't download it because I had like outstanding balances with Apple, so they don't let you download their shit because if you have to pay shit. And so I couldn't download Snap after I deleted it, but I sent her the message, the confession. I sent her a lot of shit, and it was becoming like I was a stalker. But when we split in the car or whatever, we made plans to link back up. But then I pulled up, we made plans to have breakfast. I pulled up to the coffee spot or whatever. But then I just told her that I was leaving from that spot because she was taking too long to come or to message me about showing up on time and stuff. And like, I was late too, mind you, but for me, it was always a thing of when we were living together, it was just a respect thing that she didn't have for me. So it's like, I just felt that it was like the same thing again. So I was like, you know, I can't do that. And I have, over the time that we spent apart, I've just gained way more respect for myself from perspective of being in that friendship, relationship, whatever. And yeah, so I couldn't do that. And then she just, I don't know, got like upset or whatever, and like was texting me like, wow, really, like, don't you remember how you ended this or whatever? So, and I was talking to my therapist about her using this like as a way to put an X on what the relationship was. And like even though she told me that she only likes girls, so it's like, you know, like whatever, I guess that's toxic, but like that's, you know, that's chicks, so like she could do that, like that's what they do or whatever. So it's not like I could be all upset about it, because I guess I just wasn't ready, you know. But yeah, so that, and then she was upset about it, and so ever since then I've been hitting her up, like, because I, you know, even though I said I didn't want to see her, because in the moment, I don't know, I guess I got anxious because I was finally getting to see her after all that time. And then a bunch of the negative thoughts started flooding in my mind when she was on her way, about like how she used to like treat me and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, I'm over that. And so like I was really over it at that point. And like I was like, I gotta get out. I can't see her. Like I don't want to see her. Like she doesn't deserve to see me. But after that, you know, the heartache started kicking in, and I was like, damn, I have to see her. Like, I just miss her face, I miss her voice and stuff like that. And then, so it's been like a little thing, and I've just been like hitting her up on Snapchat periodically and everything. And she just wasn't like reciprocating any of the messages. Like, wasn't even being left unopened. I was just like, she just wasn't it just wasn't any interaction at all. And I was just like, and then I just, after a while, kept sending stuff, and then like I just felt creepy, so I stopped after the confession, and I just deleted the app. And then, so since I have the outstanding balances, I couldn't get the app back, and I knew that. So, but like within those messages that I was sending consecutively, I sent my address, you know, funnily enough. And I set my phone number, so if she ever wanted to contact me outside Snap, then she would have that, and I wouldn't need the app, so I just deleted it. And whatever she wanted to do with the confession, she could just whatever, you know. Yeah, so I just got Snap back today. I just pulled all-nighter. I've just been doing that recently because my sleep is fucked. But while I didn't have it, I got a message on iMessage, because I guess it does that shit. And it said a friend added you back, because I had unadded her, and then I added her again. And like, I don't know if she took me off as a friend, but it said someone added you. I guess it might have been her. Well, I think it was her, because she couldn't have opened the message if it wasn't, right? So she added me back. And for some reason, my phone let me download Snap. So I guess I just got it. And And then she just like opened it and like there was no response. So you know, maybe when she was drunk and she said I love you, but just as a friend. Mind you, there was a pause, and then she said that because she was just thinking about it or whatever. So I guess the pause was genuine, and the correction was genuine, you know. And it's just as like a friend, even though, you know, we both know. But yeah. So I kind of got my answer about where to take the relationship. It's, I guess I gotta dismiss it, you know. This one crushed me. This one, I'm kind of feeling crushed right now because this one felt real, you know. And I'm not even just talking about like relationships. I'm talking about like family. Like this one felt like, I don't know how much of that cut off. I don't know, but this one felt real. So, you know, yeah, and I'm not just talking about family and stuff like that, like, talking about, like, or I'm not just talking about relationships, I'm talking about, like, family and everything like that, like, relationships, like, this one felt like someone who actually, like, understood me and stuff, who, like, we were kind of the same, so, you know, yeah, this one crushed me. I'm not gonna lie. But from talking to the therapist and stuff, and like from when I called the suicide prevention hotline and stuff, like I realized that talking about it is way better than just bottling everything up. Even though I'm an artist, so I would like to have the time and stuff to create art from it. I realized that I realized that I have to throw the boulder in the pond so the ripple effect can be 100-fold, and sometimes the impact is lessened because of the strategic nature of how you put things out, and so it becomes less of a boulder and more of just a rock. And if you wait too long, it's just a pebble that ripples only for a short time and not as strong. And so I'm really crushed. I'm really crushed. And you know, so yeah, I just had to say all that because I had to say it, you know. Like I had to say it. And it's kind of cool that I can laugh about this shit now because you know, I don't know, but this shit's cool. But yeah, hopefully I get over this and like start living my life and shit again. You know, we would all like to believe that we're over the person, but you're not over it until you truly are, until you find a new life. And since this was like a part of like my old life, like a lot, like like a big part of it, I just gotta find a new life, like Uzi said, you know, and get over it. So yeah. But you know what it is. All my shit's in the description. I'm probably gonna try to find something to binge eat to get my mind off of this shit. And I'm hearing the Nile Horan song that everything comes back to you, because even though I've tried to this was like my twin flame. So for all the things I try to distract myself with to stop thinking about her, it works until I have to see something about her, and then it doesn't work. And this has been going on since the beginning of 2025, because we stopped talking in September 2024, and since then I've been all fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been all the way fucked up. But this is cool because I could get back to my shit and just actually come to grips with the fact that it's over and done with, you know what I mean? And so there's no need to dwell on the past. I feel like even I could say that and I could say all this cool shit, but it doesn't mean anything, because I'm probably gonna dwell on the past for a little while longer, you know, until I find my new life. So until then, from right now, I'll be in search of a new life.